Good morning, guys. How are we doing? So, wasn't sure whether I was going to be this morning, but we are. So, hey, let's get going. We are in Nice. I'm just about to pick up a job. If you want to join me on TMP Simulation 2, we're hoping to meet up with the start of the Average Vikings convoy at 11 o'clock. So, we'll be heading up towards Frankfurt at some point or another. What I do need to do before I leave here is just take a quick look at the map and see where we are. Okay, if we turn right, we got Carfall, so let's go that way. Let's see what's there. We're not going to carry a trailer for now. Yeah, that'll do. Nice little job to start off with. Wish you could take that trailer. So we do have a live DJ, guys, on Simulator Radio, DJ Mello. Not sure if he's taking requests, but if he is, yeah. Exclamation SR-request, followed by title and artist. I just want to just make sure everything's 80. Yeah. I know I did alter one of these. When I was playing trick screens the other day. So, Nice to Milan, guys. It's going to take us about 15 minutes, 16 minutes, real time. We're on Simulation 2. All welcome to join. In fact, one thing we didn't do with this truck is turn on the ancillaries. There we go. Now when we turn on something, we can go ding, bright light. So the plan is to try and do maybe a couple of long trips and certainly a lot of small trips and work our way up to Frankfurt, which is where the Average Vikings is going to start his convoy at 11 o'clock. So if you want to join me for a little drive this morning, you're quite welcome. And then if you plan on meeting the Average Viking later, you know, you can come with me and we'll meet up with them in a couple of hours. So guys, are you having problems with in this game where you go to brake and it brakes too ferocious? So you go to brake and you can hear the front wheels skidding. If you are, you just need to go into the, I think it's the gameplay settings, and alter braking intensity. I think it defaults on 100%. I've currently got it on about 80, I think. Either 80 or 75, something like that. And at the moment, anytime I brake with the trailer on, I'm not skidding the front wheels. Which is exactly how you want it. Why do you want it like that? Because anytime the brakes are not moving, so skidding, you should have no control. Because the wheels are not turning. But that's interesting. Head-up display says I'm doing 56. Truckee says I'm doing 55. So, if I move the map out of the way, as you can see, my infotainment system turned off. What's the point of having it on? I always use a game map. So I think the plan is, if I work my way up into kind of Poland over the next few hours, I won't be too far away. And then wherever I am at about 10 o'clock, I can head straight to Frankfurt on that last job. Mad Alex, good morning. How you doing, brother? How am I this fine, glorious morning? Well, we weren't partying last night, but obviously we had to have the puppy being dog sat and stuff, so we had to come back early. So yeah, I'm good. What I might do is I might have a few gins later to make up for not being pissed last night. Matt, there's a Friday party animal. Well, it was a family member's birthday. To anyone again, he wishes. Doesn't everyone? Do I want to be 21 again? I don't know. It's a difficult question, that one. I mean, kind of yes, because obviously I was fitter than I was now, or am now. Would I really want to live my life again from 21 up to now? Yeah, that's very true. I'd have the body of a 21-year-old, yeah. Yeah, instead of the back of a 90-year-old. Alright, so this is now either Italy or close to Italy, because the telepaths are really slow, I've noticed the last couple of days. I wonder if they've done something to them. So guys, we do have a live DJ on Simulator Radio. It's DJ Mello. He's doing some, I don't know what you would call this, trancey, sort of rappy sort of thing. I wouldn't call it R&B, although some people would. You thought it was Otto? No, Otto wouldn't play this shit. Otto plays popular songs that the presenters have played. And just plays it in like a 3-hour playlist. Cheers, boys. Coffee. So, guys, one of the next times... I mean, I did say this the last time, though, the next times I play this game, but I didn't include today because I didn't think I was going to be on today, but one of the next times I'll be playing this game, the first thing that I'll be doing is deleting my personal character. Now, it's not my first character. It's like my third character, I think it was. It was my single player kind of... don't know how to explain it. Sort of my single player, and when we had a server, the convoy, the VTC had a server, it was sort of the character for that. And I modded the character, so heavily modded him. So what I'm going to do is start him from scratch and journal it for you guys, and we shall build him up properly this time. So, and we'll take you through the process of how I build up a character, because I not only build up a character, I build up a company at the same time. So whereas a lot of people concentrate on just their player that they're playing, I concentrate on the company first. That way, whenever any bills have to be paid out, my drivers are there to cover. You know, obviously I get paid big bucks, or you get paid kind of big bucks compared to them at first, but by the time you climb the levels, so do they. You know, it's just like this character now. Whoop, hello. I built up the levels on him so much that I don't even bother buying cheap trucks for my drivers anymore. You know, I just give them the company truck, whatever make that may be that I'm driving. So nearly every one of my drivers has a $250,000 or whatever it costs me decent truck. Even if I think, oh, I haven't got any garages with people in this part of the world, and I put some in with some brand new drivers, they get whatever. What I normally do is I normally see what truck manufacturer is close by, and then I go, okay, for instance, you know, I stop in here and buy the garage, so just say, and down the road the nearest garage is Mercedes. Boom, I just go straight in, fleet configurations, and just buy 5 trucks. Employ 5 brand new drivers, and they immediately come in with this truck that I'm driving now. That's as far as I am with this character and my TMP Pro Mods character. Mind you, my TMP Pro Mods character has a shit ton of money, because it's a lot of the time it's the character I will use if I am on TMP normally. In fact, Average was saying the other day, after this update and Pro Mods updates, it's probably where he's going to be at. And we'll talk people, if people need to get Pro Mods, we'll talk people through it, how to get it. The easiest way is to pay for it. So after it gets updated, you pay £1 and you get the whole lot that you need for going on to TMP Pro Mods, as long as you've got all the maps for the game. There is a harder and a harder kind of, well, I say a harder free way. You just got to watch what you're doing with it, and when you unzip the files that it gives you, you have to unzip all 9 files as one to get the 6 folders that you need to put into your mods folder. Dog's had an accident. I'll have to go pick that up in a second. I can smell it. It's a puppy, so it's an indoor dog. We'll quickly go do that in a second. In fact, we'll pull in at the garage here and I'll quickly go take care of that. I don't need it, but we'll do a quick top up at the same time. So we'll do a quick top up. We'll move off the pump. And I'll go take care of the puppy's business. Right, let's just go somewhere that we're going to be out of the way. Here will do. Here will do. Whoops, sorry. Damn, I got the fucking trailer hung up. Dumbass. Oh, what I could do is just reverse back there, can I? I'll do. Right, reverse. The reverse mat. Just reverse back in there. As long as there's a space, I won't get in trouble. Right. Is the engine off? Yeah, no it is. Engine off, you dick. Ask. I don't know why, but my accelerator keeps. Yes? Okay, right. Back 2 seconds. Okay, I'm back. Right, where are we going? We're going there. We ain't got very far to go, actually. Alright, let's go. Let's turn that off. Nobody around. Yeah, so the plan is that I'm going to meet up with Average up there. Guys, the messaging chat right now is to my partnership with Moser Racing. Please click on the link, go and just have a look around. And what they do is I think they log your IP address and it logs as you've come through on my link. And then, you know, if enough people do it, maybe we get noticed enough to be a tester or whatever. I don't know what happens with them. And of course, if you buy something with them and go through my link, yeah, it helps me out massively. I know it's expensive gear, but I say it's expensive gear. It's, I mean, I don't have Moser, but I have watched a load of people that use it that I trust. And although they're fighting with Fanatec at the moment for the cheapest DD wheel out there, it is quality stuff, guys. So don't think that because they are quite cheap and they're DD wheels that, you know, they're cheap rubbish. They're not. It's quality stuff. So yeah, go click that link, go just have a quick look around. That'll get me a little bit noticed. One more IP address in the bin to get me noticed. And then of course if you buy something, come back to my link. I mean, I do want a lot of stuff off of them when I get the money for it. You know, I'd like a host setup, pedos wheel, and I would like the truck sim wheel. So the TSW wheel. I mean, it's twice the size of the wheel I'm currently using. I'd have to make more space. Looks expensive. What, Moser? No, the cheapest of the DD wheels, mate. Well, I say cheapest of the DD wheels. Fanatec have actually dropped their prices, so they're about even at the moment. But if you're on about just the TSW wheel, 300 quid just for a wheel, yeah, that's quite expensive. But considering that, if you bought a ready-to-go kit, so comes with a motor, the DD motor, a wheel, and a 2-pedal set, they're about the same as Fanatec at the moment for a 5nm. But the quality is so much better than Logitech. Oh yeah, dude. Logitech is about as cheap I would go for a sim wheel. And I do mean that. You know, Logitech, I had a Logitech, the good wheels to start off with. Once you progress through to realizing that, yes, you're going to use a wheel on a regular basis, you're going to want to go through yes, they're basic starters. I mean, if you've got enough money to say get on your starter kit to get a Thrustmaster T300, get that, because then you'll probably never need another wheel if all you're doing is playing simulation games like Truck Sim, Farm Sim. You would probably never need another wheel again. If you start off with if you start with a Logitech, especially G920, G29, you're going to probably want another wheel at some point, because you'll be fed up with the cogs. Keep clicking and clacking, and you'll feel it. And I had problems with the software where sometimes the center spring would just disappear. And I swapped softwares a couple of times, because there's, what a lot of people don't know, there's two different types of software to run it. So you've got the Logitech normal software that you get from their website, and you've got their gaming software, which is a little bit differently. Right, we need to go, say, up here, maybe. That's where I want to go. Up Austria, Czechoslovakia kind of area. UK will be alright if I have to. Into Germany. Ooh. Bollocks though, in the Felix though then. That looks like the train. Yeah, that looks like the train. Okay, I think it's the second one. There we go. Nice and easy. Alright, what we're going to have to do is get that out of there, tight to that trailer as I turn, and then tight around again to get out the gate. Yeah, and then obviously a Moser wheel would be a step above what I've got now, which for belt-driven wheels, the T300 is about top tier. I mean, there's one or two that are above that. I mean, one of the old Fanatec's was a belt-driven wheel and absolutely fantastic, but twice as expensive, maybe 3 times expensive brand new as a Thrustmaster. There was the Thrustmaster GT2 is a belt-driven wheel and a lot better than this, a lot better than the motor, and is a lot better than the 300, but you're talking another couple of £100 above. So for a couple of £100 above the T300, what I'm trying to say is you could get a direct drive wheel. So if you're looking at the Fanatec, which was like £200-300 more than the T300, or you're looking at the the GT-2 wheel from Thrustmaster, which is better than this one, you just as well look at the Fanatec. I think they call it Drive and Go kit, and Moser have got a similar kit with theirs, and at the moment they're basically the same price, Fanatec and Moser. But I think the way to go at the moment, I know I've got an affiliate link with them, is Moser. They are coming out with more stuff on a regular basis now. And the thing is, all the years Fanatec have been in business, they've never really brought out a truck sim wheel, which Moser have now done. So Fanatec can't really do it. I mean, they could do it. They could bring out a bigger wheel and say it's for trucking, but it won't be called a truck sim wheel because Moser have already beaten to the punch. One thing I do know from reviews is the shifter is a lot better with Moser. Apparently the Fanatec one, in terms of side-to-side movement, is really loose. Again, that's come from reviewers that I trust their opinions on. I mean, you can normally tell the ones that are genuine reviewers when you watch them. And there's a few I always go to for different stuff, and yeah, that's where I sort of go and watch the 3 or 4 people that I trust, and then form my own opinion on it, as if it's the one for me or the one for that I say, you know, this is the product you guys should probably upgrade to. I mean, at the moment I've got my wheel mounted on my desk, but if you've got the room for it, I'd mount it on a wheel stand because it'll be a lot more stable. I mean, for instance, if I rock my wheel a lot, or I'm playing, say, I don't know, a racing game which have lots of fast movement, the table sort of where it's standing on carpet, it's a bit bouncy. Whereas when I had my wheel on a wheel stand, there was virtually no movement at all. So apparently this is going to take an hour, but remember we're taking the train, so you've got to take a little bit off of that. I mean, real time it'll take about 2 minutes off maybe. But we'll be thereabouts. If we can get a trip into, say, Denmark next, because this will take us till 9:10. So if we can get a 50-minute trip, say, in the Denmark, That'll be lovely. And then we can work our way down to Frankfurt for 11 o'clock. We do have DJ Mello on until, I believe he's only on for an hour, 9 o'clock. So yeah, get this request in, exclamation SR-request, and if he's taking requests today. He does sometimes do shows that he's not taking requests. He's got like a playlist there that he doesn't really want to deviate on. And then at midday, I believe Windy's doing 3 hours. While we all truck. Don't forget, guys, you can get involved in keeping Simulator Radio going by going to their website, simulatorradio.com, clicking on that donate button and clicking on that Patreon button. Give what you can, because it only pays the bills. Us presenters, all the management team, all the backroom staff, we do not get paid a penny. We give our part time for absolutely free and gratis. I want you to be happier. So we're going from Italy into France into the UK for a tiny little jaunt. So yesterday or the other day when we were playing this, I was in the mighty Scania. Today I'm in the Mercedes Atros. Excited for the new trucks. Excited for the new trucks. I've seen 2 of them. So we're going to get a diesel powered, and these trucks might not come out straight away with 1.50. They've said some of these trucks might, there's 3 trucks coming and I'm not sure what the third one is. So they say these trucks will come out once 1.50 is stable. Some might come out beforehand, but definitely they'll be out when it's stable. So one is a Volvo FH. Not sure the horsepower because I didn't watch the video. I didn't want to watch the video totally. I just wanted to see what the 3 trucks were. It was an SCS video I was watching, so yeah, it's a thing. It's not just rumor speculation. It's what's coming. So one's a Volvo FH Globetrotter, and you're going to say, why do we need another Volvo FH? It's I believe it's a new model. So yeah, it's an updated model to forget what the horsepower was of the last Volvo. Was it 750, 740, something like that? And I think it's going to be even more powerful. So it'll be interesting. Another one is that I'm very excited about, and I say I'm excited and disappointed all at the same time. So the Renault, there's going to be a Renault, a new Renault. It's going to be an electric truck, so an EV truck, which I'm kind of excited about. I mean, if they get it right, you know, the torque in it will be freaking awesome. Should be able to go up and down the quarry on Pro Mods very, very easily. The only downside of it that I see as a guy that drives EVs regular is the fact that they haven't really put infrastructure in the game, or as far as I'm aware. So you're going to fill up exactly like you do your diesel truck. To me, that's a little disappointing, but I suppose they have to act on a little bit of simplicity as well. So yes, you've got an electric truck, it won't be as noisy as this, but you fill up exactly the same as you do any other truck. You pull up at a petrol station, you switch off, boom, and you fill up. That's the disappointing thing for me. And the third truck, I didn't watch the video long enough to find out what it was. But like I say, all 3 trucks will apparently be inputted, according to the video, one at a time, once 1.50 is stable. I mean, it's out now as a beta for testing. So they've put it out to the world, and the idea is that after a couple of weeks or so, you go, yeah, it seems stable enough, and if enough people come back with it's stable enough, they'll put it out as full stable and then add those trucks in. So like I say, not sure what the 3rd truck is. To be honest, I like the torque of electric vehicle, but the cost of charging equipment is expensive. Yeah, but you just normally get what you need straight off the bat, and there is government subsidies to get charging at your house now. I mean, there's always been government subsidies for electric charging at your house, and then the actual cost of the charge from your wall is a lot cheaper than your diesel or petrol or whatever per mile. What happens if you live in a block of flats? You mean like I do? Then you just try and find the nearest charger that's cheap, like I do. So yeah, I live in a block of flats, and I'm just kind of lucky enough that where I work is right beside a park and ride car park, and they have a charger in there, which is a it's what I call a day charger. So it's a slow, it's kind of a slow charge, but it's a lot cheaper than your fast chargers. So I go to work, I plug in, full to empty takes about 7 to 8 hours, but it only costs me, well, it costs less than 20 quid for a full charge. Now I was saying this the other day, 20 or 30 quid for 300 mile in town. There's no car that you put fuel or diesel in that can compete with that. None at all, except another electric vehicle. Yes, it will beat it for range on a long run. Of course it will. You know, my last car before this was a Renault Kadjar. Loved it, absolutely loved the car. Beautiful, beautiful car, the Renault Kadjar. It's an SUV. It was a 1.2 petrol. Did about 500 mile on a full tank. And that's not estimating. It was doing 500 mile on a full tank. Cost about 60 quid to fill up. But that was back when I think we were just over £1 a litre when it went down and up and down, and then we had that big boom, and then it went down a lot. Yeah, then it was, I think it was about 110, something about 110 a litre. It cost like 60 quid to fill up, and it was doing about 500 mile. But, you know, 50, 60 quid for a full tank to do 500 mile. If you equal that to what an EV can do, which is probably about 250, you're still 30 quid. And I've charged for 16 quid for the same miles. So every full tank, you're 10 quid in your pocket, saving with an EV. Now, I'm only this way towards EVs now because I've driven an EV, I've experienced an EV. I would worry about kids unplugging the vehicles. They can't. It's a good thing about EVs that I've learned, Alex, is that when you plug your charger in, there's something built into the vehicle and the cable that locks each other together. And even when you finish charging, like for instance my vehicle that I've got, once it stops charging, it will not unlock the cable until I unlock the car. So there's no way of stealing cables. Absolutely no way of stealing cables. Oh shit. Hey? Why didn't... I just went down a hill and it didn't stop me. What the fuck's going on with the settings here? Because I just ran down that hill and it went fucking into race stats. It shouldn't have done that. I can understand the cost of running a vehicle, but these vehicles are not really good for the environment when they manufacture them. They're manufactured in the same way as an aspirated car, and batteries now are recyclable. So I mean, they take most of the batteries out when they're done, which is what they say is every battery now is guaranteed for 8 years. Now you might think 8 years, that's not a lot. Yeah, but they guarantee it for you being able to charge it to 100% for 8 years, and then it should slowly lose maybe 1% per year. So you really, you know, your electric car should stay above 80% chargeability for 20 years. How many people keep their car for more than 20 years? Very few. I'm talking about materials they don't they use, like mines. Can't think of the name of it, but I heard they get materials around them. Same as every vehicle, dude. Every vehicle in the world gets different parts from all over the globe, but they're made no differently. The only thing different in them is the fact that an EV carries more than a 12-volt battery. But it still carries a 12-volt battery, but it also carries a battery pack under the car with very similar materials to your 12-volt in your gas-powered vehicle. One thing I do want to do is pull over here a second, and I just want to check why the fucking cruise didn't stop me from going over. It's not that one, is it, Matt? It's gameplay. Okay, there we go. That's filtered out that. Where would it be? It'd be in here, wouldn't it? Limiter. Yeah, it shouldn't have. That's on. It shouldn't have. It shouldn't have went above, and yet down the hill it went over 60. That's just stupid. Because cruise was on. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I've already answered that. So, yeah, the vehicles are made in the same way, whether it be electric or... I've had that something... I've heard that sometimes, especially with weight, they are heavier because of the extra battery pack. Batteries way heavier than an aspirated engine. So, like the car I got now, I think the car I got now, so the Hyundai Kona, if you buy it in battery form, is about 2 ton. If you buy it in motor form, it's about 1.5 tons. So there's a little bit of extra weight to it. But to be honest, when we tried this car that we got now, I mean, the wife didn't want it. I wanted to try it because it was the way we get cars is, for us, we'd never be able to afford it brand new, to buy it outright. And because she's got a disability and we're allowed a vehicle every 3 years, we thought, why not? Let's try one. and we are very, very happy with it. I was telling the guys the other night, over the course of running this car, just on fuel, we have saved about £4,000, maybe more. First year we saved terrific amount of money, because at that time, a lot of the very slow chargers, like the 7 kilowatt chargers, were free down here. So I could basically go to a supermarket, charge for free, go to the park and ride, charge for free, go to work, charge for free. That's kind of all stopped now. I've had to pay for it for the last 12 months. And sometimes the charging, when doing fast charging, is expensive. You know, when you pay... So just take it, this get together up in Loughborough for the crew. If I had to stop at a services, just for instance, which on range I shouldn't need to because it's 202 mile the whole journey, my vehicle should be able to do that in one go on charge. So I should be able to make it without charging on the motorway. If I had to charge on the motorway, it's almost triple what it costs in town. And then it's expensive. So if you're doing a lot of miles, motorway miles, yes, you're going to probably want a petrol or diesel vehicle, and it will work out cheaper. But saying that, you can get memberships to the electric highway, to this and that and the other, that makes it cheaper. So if you are a businessman going up and down the motorway, I think they offer a 30% discount per kilowatt, which brings the price right down to a more acceptable level. You know, so the thing is that you have to do more planning. Yes, you do have to do a little bit more planning. And there isn't enough charging ports depending where you go. Down here there's lots. I mean, not so much say in the moorlands, obviously not, but in most places you will find that there is more charge points than you think. I mean, really. I mean, it's just like when I went on Google the other day, when I said to the wife about going up for this meet up, and she's kind of interested now that we can take the dog. I looked on Google, and it's got a button on Google Maps that you can put up the charging points, and it brought up one in the area. Now when I go on my app that I use for seeing where electric charge points are, there was about 30 within 6 or 8 miles of where we're staying, or where, if we go, where we would be staying. So there's more than enough if you look. I mean, some parts of the country there's none, you know, but like I say, you just look and plan, and if you need to charge early, you charge early, and hopefully you can get in and out and come back to the same charge point also. You know, I've even looked into going into continental Europe with the charger, with the car, and where we normally stay with family in the lower part of Holland, I was amazed how many charge points there actually is there. You know, so my plan was, where if I say I go to continental Holland, so my car will make it to about London kind of area without a charge. So I do a quick charge there. When I say a quick charge, I mean up to about 80% till it starts tapering, and then I go down to the train, because I'm not taking the boat, so I go down to the train. They've got chargers at the train, presuming they're not being used and are mechanically good to use, obviously. I can charge there. If not, there's a charger just across from the train as you come out. And then that charge will take us right up to where we're staying. I mean, I know it will take us right up to charging because I know what my car can do on a long run, because we recently went up to Wales. I know people think I am Welsh, but I'm not. So we went up to Wales to collect the puppy. And one charge actually lasted all the way up to get the puppy and halfway back. So I know my car, what my car can do on a full charge at speed. I say at speed. I was driving economical 4 range. So yes, you have to drive. You have to alter your driving pattern as well to eke out the miles. And I do mean eke out miles. Now in the summer, where you won't have, say, the heating on, you won't have, you know, lights on for that long, it will last a lot longer. Although lights isn't a big factor. I mean, over a full charge, I think they say it takes about 2% of your battery. Infotainment, another 1%. You know, so you can listen to your radio all the time. What does seem to take a little bit of extra energy is using the in-car sat-nav. I don't know whether that was just me or not, but when I used it to go meet Tomo to buy the Thrustmaster wheel, it seemed to use a lot of power, or it may have just been me trying to get there in time, because there was parts of the journey where I was partially floored to get there and back. I mean, I think I left Tomo about 10:15, and I was back in time for convoy at 11. So, you know, that was good going. I mean, I text Tomo about when I got there, and he hadn't even left his house, and he made it to me in 20 minutes. Apparently he was caning it though. You know, we had about a 20-minute, half-hour chat about different stuff and that, and he told me a little bit about the wheel, a little bit more about himself and his family and stuff. It was a cracking 20 minutes. So I think we should be going. I'm interested to see what this thing does downhill now, because my settings say it shouldn't let me go above 56. So I'm interested to see what the downhill does now. Because of that last downhill where it let me do fucking 65. But yeah, it's exciting times to come, guys. In terms of ETS. You know, 3 new trucks. Like I say, I know what 2 of them are. I didn't watch the video long enough to know what the 3rd one was. But yeah, an electric Renault, a new Volvo. Anybody watch the SCS video know what the 3rd one was? I think it was yesterday afternoon. I've had cruise control on ETS before, but I had like a digger on the back. It was set to 60, but because of the weight went over. Yeah, but it shouldn't do. It should hold you at the speed. It should automatically put your brakes on. If you set a 0 tolerance like I have, it shouldn't let you go over. Like I say, it should put the brakes on. But what I have noticed, guys, is that those barriers are a little slow to react. I don't know whether it's just me, but for the last, I don't know, week or so, the barriers on the auto passes are very, very slow. So what we used to do is say, look, when you go through an auto pass, do about 22 mile an hour, something like that, and you'll be fine. You've actually got to do about 15 now. I'm going to butcher your name. Ivoga 97. Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the Funhouse. Piggy Wiggy, good morning. How you doing? No. Address him as his proper name, Alex. It's Farm Boy Q, you were confused. Oh, you weren't here the other day when somebody come in and said Farm Boy Q's now Piggy Wiggy. And then I gave it out on the radio. He's like, no! Oh. Oh, we've actually lost... We've lost Mello. So we're back on auto. I thought the music had changed. I think he only did about 10 minutes. I know his music, his music was like, I don't know, like over-modulating. He was sort of blasting it out. And it was a little bit distorted. Maybe somebody told him about it and he went offline. Big Rig Wayne, yo trucking. Truckers, good morning, how you doing, brother? I say good morning, I'm presuming you're from somewhere that is morning this morning, if not good evening. If you're in the US, good night. Right, I'm actually looking forward to going down the next hill to see whether it does let me overspeed, because like I say, it shouldn't have done with 0 tolerance. I mean, if you've got your tolerance in your gameplay set for 2-3 mile an hour, then it will let you go 2-3 mile an hour over. But if you set 0 tolerance, it shouldn't let you go over. Not bad, well rested now. I'm Northern Ireland. To be sure. It's probably shit that, but hey. Exo Clapex. Hey, what's up? A little bit of trucking. And thank you for your first time chat. So we're going through continental Europe on our way up to the UK. We had a little problem with the cruise control where it let me overspeed down a hill. And like I say, with 0 tolerance on it shouldn't have done. It should have just broke for the mile an hour that was being set. But yeah, it let me overspeed. Today we're in the Mercedes Atros, where I tend to chip and change trucks. So last time I was in a Scania, the time before I think I was in an Iveco, the time before that I was in a MAN. Yeah, I rotate. And at cruising speed 56, to be honest, there's not that much difference between trucks. I mean, there's a little bit of difference in power, obviously, between manufacturers, and I think they've made that a thing. But otherwise, when you're doing 56, and everybody in your convoy's doing 56, yeah, the different manufacturers, it don't make a difference that much. Nice. My name is pronounced Zocaplex. Okay. You gotta admit, with it starting with an X, yeah, should have maybe started with a Z. Just my opinion. It's your name, dude. My friend bought me ETS today, so I decided to see how the community is. I'm new to truck sims. New to truck sim. Welcome. It is what you make it. Truck sims, you know. Do you like driving? If that's a yes, this game will suit you. If you don't like driving, yeah, you're not going to like it so much. One thing to realise straight away is a mile in this game is not a mile in real life. A mile in this game is more like, I don't know, what do you say, people? About 100 yards to a mile to equal out? It's something like that, isn't it? So, you know, so from here to that corner, that's over a mile. Another thing to think about is what are you playing on to make your experience better. So what I mean is keyboard and mouse, controller, steering wheel. So as you can see by the bottom of my camera, I play with a steering wheel, which really brings out the fact that I'm driving a truck. Well, at least it's Saturday now. A bit of ETS myself later and a beer. Yeah, I'm gonna have some alcoholic beverages later. My own real truck always creeps to overspeed. Yeah, because your truck is set to have that little bit of run over. You can have it set to have none, but I think normal vehicles are set for like 3 mile an hour and either or. It's something like that. Because it's the same in cars as well. When you set your cruise, they're set to run over if you go downhill about 3-4 mile an hour, and obviously if you're going uphill, it will go down 3-4 mile an hour before cruise kicks in for power. I'm on controller if I do enjoy the thing. Yeah, I would suggest, yeah, when you do decide that going steering wheel is for you, I would recommend buying the cheapest wheel possible, but don't go too cheap. Don't go no lower than a Logitech G29, G920. They are what I call the very bottom of the barrel that people should go if they're thinking about getting a wheel. And then once you get used to it, then upgrade to something that you might have permanently. So if you're only going to use your wheel for sims, you know, I mean, for sim trucking, maybe farming or whatever. You're not going to go racing with it. You might want to upgrade to what I have now, which is the Thrustmaster T300. And to be honest, for what I do, it's probably as good as you ever want to get. If you were going sim racing, you probably want to get a DD wheel, a direct drive wheel, which is like... which is morning average, how you doing? Which is probably, you know, the motor's controlled by magnets. And yeah, bottom of the barrel, wow, we have turned into right wheels. I say the bottom of the barrel average, you know what I mean? It's as low as I would go on the scale of cheap wheels. You know, I've had a Logitech, average has had a Logitech, you know, they're not crap. If you'll just... Thank you, Squealer, for that. And good morning. So yeah, they're not crap, but if you're just getting in, there's a lot of them around on, say, the second-hand market that you can get for cheap nowadays. I mean, like, I know somebody who just picked one up for about £100, and it came with the wheel, the pedals, a shifter for £100, and was fully working, and you can't beat that. And have it for 6, 8, 9 months, whatever. See if you're going to be using it a lot, and then what you'll find is that you either, if you have, I mean, some of us have had problems with the software with the Thrustmaster, with the Logitech. Some of us haven't. So I've had problems with the Logitech software. Average had problems with the Logitech software. But we have a person that still uses Logitech, has never had a problem with the software. You know, so it swings and roundabouts. But like I say, then you might want to upgrade to, like Squealer just put in, Moser, direct drive wheels. You know, if you're racing. If you're not racing, you don't need a direct drive wheel. I'd like a direct drive wheel because it gives you more fidelity of feel. More realistic feel to trucking, farming, whatever. You know? But if you're just starting out, you just want to be able to control the wheel, have a little bit of feedback, see what it's like, see if you like it, and yeah, go from there. Mad Matt, long time brother. Have you changed your name, Card Fanatic? No problem, dude. That's what I do here. Well, I say that's what I do. That's what we do in this SOAG community. So, yeah. The no, sir. Same Car Fanatic. Trying to remember where when you first come in. That's that lane. I don't remember. I got a memory like a sieve. Have I played ATS? Yes. To me, I love it. A lot of people don't. I love it. And the reason I love it is because... Thank you. The reason why I love it is it gives me a different view of the landscape. So, about a year ago, played SnowRunner with you. So, oh, yeah, remember now. Thank you. Yes, you did come in and give me a hand. Thank you very much. Yeah, probably play SnowRunner tomorrow, dude, actually. Squealer's pressy buttons. Bye-bye. Right, okay. What was I saying? Yeah, so I do play ATS, and I love it. I mean, people go, oh yeah, but there's a lot of straight roads, it's boring and all this shit. Yes, there is a lot of straight roads. But if you don't want to do the straight roads... Yeah, that's off the thing, innit? If you don't want to do the straight roads, put your map thing on small roads instead of on best. And I guarantee you will see roads in that game you didn't think it had. I know, mate. I realised that the other day when I did it. Yeah, you will see... I think it's down here somewhere because I've altered something. Yeah, you will see roads in that that you didn't think was even there. I mean, somebody put me on small roads the other day. And... in ATS. And it took me through this beautiful sweeping corners, uphill, and this was ATS, and I was like, wow, where was this road? You know, didn't even know the road existed. It was absolutely glorious. You know, so you can set the game, even in this one, to put you through those roads. Are the loads the same, or which game has better cargo? They have different cargoes in between the game, to be fair. So in this, in ETS, you can have doubles. I think it's Finland. I think it's Finland, isn't it? You can have triple silo trailers. You're not really supposed to use them anywhere else, but people do. I mean, I'm carrying a box trailer at the moment. Yeah, so I've got a box trailer at the moment. And this is just an in-game one, because I mainly choose cargoes that are already there when I don't have a trailer of my own on. But you can have dumper trailers, you can have curtain siders, you can have in-game, you can have car trailers, you can have low loader trailers. There's a lot of different stuff you can do. In ATS, they have a triple, I want to say triple axle, but it's not triple axle, it's a triple pivot trailer. And if I can remember what it's called, I think they call it a header and stinger. So basically you'll have your fifth wheel, you'll have it connected to the header part of the trailer, then you'll have the load part of the trailer, and then you'll have an extra set of wheels which is called the stinger part of the trailer, which basically has nothing on in terms of carrying loads. And they're difficult to drive. Well, not difficult to drive, but they're difficult to maneuver in tight areas. You pain in the asso. I know I should have took my hands off before that, but I didn't want to because you're a dick. And I haven't counted, so I don't know what count I'm on. But that's got to be enough. I only knew that was there because I was looking at chat just then. So yeah, what was I saying? So yeah, the games do have different trailers. ATS has a very weird trailer where, I say a trailer, it's not quite a trailer. And apparently I asked one of the guys in America if they actually do it. But there's a load that you pick up that's 3 trucks. And basically what they do is they mount one truck's bottom onto your fifth wheel. So obviously if you look at the if I take outside the truck a minute, if you look at the cab of the truck, they put the front wheels on your fifth wheel, and then they connect every other truck onto the fifth wheel that the truck behind. And yeah, apparently they actually do that in America to transport trucks, and I was like, what? Wait, what? Oh, it's cool, but, you know. Also, I like the Pro Mods version of the tunnel. Called Triple Articulated. Yeah, yeah. The word actually. Yes, we do haul like that in America. Yeah, I asked one of my buddies whether you actually did that in America, and he was like, "Well, yeah, it's a thing." I was like, "Yeah, that's cool." It's a bit weird to see, but it's cool. Up to 3 at a time. Yeah, that's what they do in game, isn't it? 3 at a time. So in the UK, guys, we've not got a very long drive to go. We should be there in about 10 minutes. If anyone wants to join, I'll be in Felixstowe at Tradex. And then we're going to go back into continental Europe because we're going to try and meet up with Average in the gang at 11 o'clock. Being Saturday, it's convoy day. What's that's what I find fun. Those large, difficult to maneuver trailers. In single player, you can get special cargo. So you'll get a guy in front and a guy behind that you've got to stay between, and it'll be a wide load, or it'll be a long load, or it'll be a heavy load, and they're fun. I love doing them. You'll probably see me do a few of them the next time I'm live, actually, because I'm going to be deleting my single player character. Shit, that's the wrong side of the road, mate. You're in the UK. So yeah, I'm going to start again with my single player character. It's only because it's the only character I have on ETS at the moment that I modded money in for. So at some point I was always going to do that, and with the changes that have happened at ETS in the last year or so, and there being no VTC server at the moment, it's a good opportunity to restart him. Sometimes you will see a tractor haul a vehicle the same way. That's the driver's personal vehicle. Sweet. See, in the UK, if a guy wanted to transport his personal vehicle, not a truck, but his own personal vehicle, say if he was using a car trailer, he'd stick it so it was last to come off the trailer. I've seen that before. I only have 4 hours in ETS. I plan on buying ATS since you're in America. At the moment, I do believe Steam has a sale on because of the new thing that's coming out, the new update. Do believe they're on sale at the moment on Steam, so you might want to take a look at that. Also, take a look at the bundles, because you might be able to get more stuff for cheaper. Always the best time to buy DLCs, guys, is when they're on Steam sale. Steam sales are cheaper than you can buy them from, say, CD keys, CDJ keys, or anything like that. Once a Steam sale comes up for ETS, it is normally a lot cheaper than anywhere else you can get it. Whoa. Whoa. So we did have Mello on the radio. We've lost him. I think he only did about 20 minutes. I think he was having a few problems. But yeah, never mind. We're back on auto. We do have a live DJ coming on at midday. The absolutely fabulous Windy G will be on with his selection of music while we all go trekking. I'm kissing his ass, I know I am. And guys, don't forget, go click that link to Moza. Basically what it does for me at the moment is they don't store your IP address, but they log it that you've used my link. So yeah, if you could click that link, go along, just pop in there for a few seconds, come back. Like I say, it just logs your IP address so that I get more noticed with them. So if you have 2 screens, guys, yeah, click that link, open another screen up for me. Just pop around for about 10 minutes after you've used it, or not 10 minutes, 10 seconds, just have a quick look around. be much appreciated. Like I say, you never know what might happen with Moza. They may send me some stuff, they may not. Also, Zacaplex. Yeah. Yeah. Also, when you go in to repair your truck at any point, don't pick the one that says restoration, because it charges you for a brand new truck. So never click that. I always click to replace. I mean, you can click to have a similar part, like second hand, but better than what you've got on, but it doesn't completely repair your truck. So I always pick to replace. But then again, within the first week or so of playing the game, I don't own a truck. I build up my company so that when I do have my own truck, my drivers actually, within a certain percentage, cover what I'm going to maybe get fined or repairs or other such stuff like that. So for maybe a week or 2 weeks or whatever, I will not have a truck of my own when I start up a character. That's just the way I play. And the way I do my skill tree is a little bit different to others as well. So in the game you have a skill tree for you, which symbolizes how good your character is. Prick. Thank you, Piggy Wiggy. Much appreciated, dickhead. And man, I'd love to have a Monza setup. I'm using a G29. The link's there, dude. Go check them out. So for a basic setup, guys, so the basic setup comes with a 5 nanometer. I'll say that again. A 5 nanometer wheel, which is, I think it's almost 3 times what you're using with your G29. Comes with a motor base. It comes with the steering wheel, just a basic, and a 2-pedal setup for the one price. For, I think it's £49 extra, you can get the clutch pedal to come with it, which is dearer than buying it on its own. It's cheaper than buying it on its own if you buy it as an add-on. You can also, for I think it's £40, you can buy the brake pedal adjustment kit, which makes your brake pedal stiffer. You got 24k in 4 hours. Also, dude, when you're choosing your jobs, put the drop-down menu on price per distance, and that will give you the best quality jobs per time, per the length you go. And then you may find that some of the jobs that you're doing now, you can earn more money by going less. I have to wait. I just paid out 1k for my PC. I hope. Here's a good one for you, Fanatic. I hope it was a good spec, because the spec that you're going to need for this game is going up. And I think it's with this, part of it is with this update now. So I think to run it on minimum, you're going to need at least, I did read the specs somewhere, you're going to need an i5. This to run minimum, you're going to need an i5, you're going to need about 12 megs of RAM, you're going to need at least a 2060 to run minimum. That's what they've said. I mean, I think you're going to be able to run it on less. There's a lot of... If you go into advanced graphical settings, there's a lot of stuff you can turn off. Yes, it won't look very good, but like I say, there's a lot of stuff you can turn off. Oh, I got an RTX 4060. Yeah, it'd be good enough. If you're not streaming with it as well, mate, you should be able to run that on Ultra. Probably. I wouldn't run it on Ultra because if you plan to play it on... This is my thinking of it. If you plan to play it online, obviously you've got to put your render out there. So what I do is I scale back on the graphics. I've always done it when I'm playing online with somebody. What are they adding with this update? They're adding a new graphics engine. That's the main part of it. They're adding a few map updates, and they're adding 3 more trucks once the stable version's out. You run iRacing on Ultra? I've always wanted to play iRacing, but whenever I look at it, the monthly fee of it never seems to add up to me actually going for it. You know, 3 months. Once you're 3 months into the game at $9.99, just say, you could have bought most games with that. 3-4 months of $9.99. So I always begrudge buying it, or being part of it. So, because of that little detour, thanks to Farmboy Q, yeah, we seem to have added 10 minutes to the time. Absolute dick wank. Adding my state, Missouri. Yeah, they are to ATS soon, yeah, dude. Not sure when, but yeah, it's coming. I mean, some small states, sometimes they add them as part of just a game update. Not many, though. Do you play any other sim games or just trucking? I play Farming Sim. Farm Sim 22. I play Construction Sim. I play Bus Sim. I play Snow Runner, which is kind of like a truck sim but off-road. Bad thing for me to add some miles on your trip. How about what's that? Microsoft Flight Sim? No. A few of the lads do. In fact, one of the guys is, I don't know, I want to call him a pro, but that, you know, I think he'll get a big head if I call him a pro. So one of our guys, Jamie, he's a beast at Flight Sim, and I mean absolute beast. So he can, in his ability, he can contact flight control exactly how it should be. He can set the plane up from code start and fly the thing and land the thing absolutely perfect. A few of the lads are getting there, but yeah, he's certainly the beast of that game. And guys, there's the link for the SOAG Discord. If you're looking for a group of fun-loving gamer friends that, yeah, just play about, beast about. And yeah, there's always somebody in chat to ask questions for and everything like that. Yeah, it's overspeeding again, look. What's the matter with the cruise control? It's overspeeding terrible. Gonna have to watch that for it today. And thank you for the follow, my dude. Welcome to the fun house. I wonder if it's part... No, it shouldn't be part of adaptive cruise control. Unless it's just broken TMP, I don't know. Funniest part is, I've just gone through the Channel Tunnel and haven't seen anybody, and thank you for lights off. Now, some of you may know, some of you may not know, me, Average, and a few others use Govee lights controlled by Lumiere Steam. And yeah, you get control of them via channel points and bitties. So with some of the bitties, there's flashy lights and all sorts of good stuff like that. Thank you for the disco. And thank you for another disco. So I have 3 sets of the Govee strip lights. So I've got 2 here, 2 there, and 2 over there. And yeah, if the sun wasn't out so bright, it will be more apparent, but in fact, it's almost come for blocking the sunlight out. Take the next turn. I am anyway. Cheers, bro. Well done, dick. Crap move. Yeah. See, what I used to have separate turn lefts, turn rights. And what I used to have is, if I was on a motorway like I am now and you asked me to turn right, the next time I have to turn left, I would actually stay on. But since I've put the turn rights, turn lefts into just next turn, you get them whether I'm turning or not. How does the online work? I've only done single player. So the online, you have to go to Truckers Multiplayer webpage, download their client software. Then you have to link the game. So when you download the client software, it will take you through a process to link the game. And basically what it wants to know is where the exe file is for the game. So you just show it the pathway to that. And then when you launch the multiplayer, you actually launch it from the TMP software. So you make sure that you have Steam open. Well, not open, but at least active. And then you go in through Truckers Multiplayer. And then it will ask you, it might ask you to go into World of Trucks or be part of World of Trucks, which in a way I advise you to do, because when they have an event on, if you complete the event or the community completes the event, you get free skins for your truck. So it's kind of worth it. And then it will ask you to go into it. When you go through it, it'll ask you to go into a server. So it will bring up a list of servers. So normally the ones that are at the top are Sim 1, Sim 2, Sim Arcade, and Pro Mods is a little bit down. To go into Pro Mods though, you need the base mods for Pro Mods. Not active on your player, but just in your mods folder. Do I go to the website, or can I access the website within the game? No, you have to go to the website. So you have to exit the game, unless you have dual screens. But to get into multiplayer, you have to exit the game anyway, because it has to launch through the TMP kind of link. Okay, so next delivery. Looks like a couple of curtain sliders. Where are we going? Because we need to start thinking about the meet-up time and place. So I want to at least get to Holland on this trip, even though Holland would be a bit. So we got a little, oh, wow, a little skip and a hop over to Holland. Yeah, that's all right. We'll go there. So from there we can go up to. Well, it's quite a little jaunt, isn't it? So let's pick that. Let's give you guys a chance to join me, because I am going to take a quick bio break because I've had about 5 coffees already this morning. I need to take a quick bio break. We're just going to get all hooked up. And if you guys want to join, I am in Felixstowe Tradux. We're just going to put you on that screen. We're just going to disappear the camera, and I'm going to disappear my voice. So I shall see you in 2 seconds. Right, I'm back. Squealer, just do a vend a minute. Oh, mind you, I could do it myself, couldn't I? Yeah, cheers, bro. Why hasn't that come up on there? Okay. What is it? It's a media browser source. Right. Since I'm bankrupt, Squealer, can you just do one for me? Right, that should be fine now. Right, okay, what we're doing? Trucking, Matt, we're trucking. I'm guessing nobody wanted to come in. Hi, I'm back. Okay. I think the Ven's working now, dude. I had to make a new link. Right. Right, let's go to Mets. And guys, if you just joined me, good morning, good morning. How are we doing? My name's Matt. If you've never been in before, we mainly play simulation games, so trucking, farming, construction sim, and all that jazz. I am a very interactive streamer, as you can probably tell. Whenever I play something live, it's normally multiplayer. If it isn't, I will let you know. But yeah, normally multiplayer. Today I'm playing Euro Truck Sim on TMP Simulation 2 server. And like I say, if you want to come and join me, you're very, very welcome. I'm hopefully going to be meeting up with the Average Vikings convoy when he starts at 11 o'clock. And then we will pass the live banner over to him. And yeah, I'll grab a quick something to eat and meet him on the next job. So the one thing I have noticed this morning that people might want to be careful of today, well, not just today, but from now on, is the overspeed of the cruise control. I've seen videos how common is trolling people and ruining people's experience. You literally, it almost doesn't happen. I say almost doesn't happen. You do get a few trolls, but normally you can get rid of them quite easily. I mean, if somebody's trolling you, smashing into your truck, you just report them, dude. So with Truckers MP, what you get is a menu that comes up when you hit the tab key. So I've hit my tab key. There's the menu. At the moment, I'm the only person within range of 1,000 meters. So when somebody comes up, I can click on their name. I can report them for blocking the road, for hitting me. There's all sorts of stuff I can do. I can also set jobs through that menu as well, which is a whole new ball game. And when you're taking, say you came in to take my job on TMP, you would also go through that menu to do it, which is different from base game, where you go into your menu and you throw your convoys at the top of the screen in a bar, and you click into that and then copy job. Okay, I'm back. So you said I'm funny. You did say 2 seconds. It was like, fuck you, it was like 20 seconds maybe. Dick. Look, just because somebody changed your name to Piggy Wiggy, don't fucking get a stressy in here. Look, I didn't change it. I just use it. The more I learn, the more interested I am. I'm a Rocket League player, so having another game will be nice. Once you get fully into this game, yeah, you probably won't play the other game for a little while. Especially to get it where you want it so that you can play online. So basically to play online, you basically want to get your player to a point that you own your own truck. It's not necessary that you have your own truck, but it's a quicker experience. So because you can do quick jobs without having a truck online. You can still do everything that you can do in single player game online. The trick is when you're playing with friends Obviously, you don't want them fast traveling all over the world because it costs them money. So you really want kind of your own truck to make it a more fluid game for you and them. And like I say, if you do it the way I do it, it can take a couple of weeks, maybe. Because unlike anybody else, or quite a few people, it's like I say, I build up my company first before my player. So yeah, in the game, you may have noticed that you have garages. There's other spaces in those garages, and you can have AI drivers drive your trucks, and that's what I do. I buy the cheapest truck possible, which I think is the Iveco. I leave it as standard at the start of the game. I put a player in it. I keep on doing quick jobs until I can afford another truck. I put an AI player in it, and I do that until I have 3 whole garages, so 15 drivers. Then I save up to buy my own truck. There is bank loans and stuff that you can use, but just be a little careful on the bank loans thing. What I mean by that, there's a way of doing it which you can sort of lessen the amount that you pay by paying off sooner and such stuff like that. For instance, I was part way through. I think it was a 500,000 loan, which is the biggest one, and I was part way through it, and I could. What's the next one down? 300,000, is it? Somebody will quote me on that in a minute. So I got down to about 250 to pay left, because obviously it takes out daily or whatever it does, and I got down as far as I could take a 300,000 loan and pay off the big loan, and then my weekly payment or daily payments are less. So you save money. So you go, right, I'll take that loan out, I'll pay that loan, boom, done. Save money on your daily, and then you do that. And then you keeping an eye on that and doing it until you're down virtually to the last loan. I think it's about 100,000 or whatever it is. And then maybe you take out the big loan again and buy some trucks in for your players, if you're needing trucks for players. Because the cheapest truck in the game, I think, is about, don't quote me, I think it's about 96,000. They go up and down, but I think at the moment it's about 96,000. And I think it's an Iveco. Like I say, they change prices every so often, so keeping track of that is sometimes a little hard. But it used to be the Iveco, and it used to be about 90,000. So with the with the 500,000 loan, you can buy 5 trucks and put 5 players in them, and you keep doing quick jobs. To me, that's a no-brainer, because they're earning money, you're earning money, so you're earning 5 times the amount of money. Well, if you've just bought 5 trucks, you're earning 6 times the amount of money instead of just earning yours. See where I'm getting? And the better experienced your drivers are, the more they earn. Same with you. The better experienced in the skill tree you are, the more you earn. So I talked about the skill tree a couple of times, so you may have seen the skill tree in your own game, but as soon as I get a lay-by, I'll pull over and let you see mine. I mean, mine's full, but hey, this will do. Right, I'm in a live game, so hazards on, strobes on, park up, always turn the engine off because you can be AFK longer. So skill tree is in skills. So as you can see, mine's full, all full. What I'd recommend, not everybody agrees with this, but what I'd recommend is doing 3 of the top row, doing 3 of the next row, doing 3 of the next row, doing 3 of the next row. Leave the bottom 2 till last. Then go back up the top, 3, 3, 3, 3, and then do your next in time eco driving. So concentrate on the first 4, whichever way you want to do it. I always do 3, 3, 3, 3, and then go back up 3, 3, 3, 3. But you do it the way you want it, and then any of the last 2 last, obviously, because just in time deliveries, like I say, they give you a bigger reward. I think they give you slightly a bit more time as well. Eco driving just lets you save fuel if you're driving at a sensible speed. If you're driving at 90 mile an hour, obviously you're not going to save any fuel at all. So the fastest way to make money is to buy a truck, have an AI driver drive it while doing quick jobs. Yes, because at the start of the game, obviously you haven't got all this. So you're not going to earn that much by having your own truck. You're still going to earn a fair amount, but if I go into the job market at the moment, and I'm not going to pick a quick job, but like I say, mine's always on price per distance. So within the first 3, let's 65 grand. I mean, if I click on it, see where I'm going, 700 miles, 65 grand. But that's because I've got the skill tree full. Always have it on price per distance. It will give you the most money for the least amount of miles within a certain area. Right, let's get going again. Right, turn the strobes off. Not going to turn the hazards off until I get speed up and get out. So 30 mile an hour should be fine to pull out. Turn the strobes off, indicate out. There we go, that'll do. Always treat pulling out as you're in a real truck, especially on TMP, and yeah, like I say, always treat it like somebody's going to come up behind you, because you never know, there just might be somebody coming up behind you. It's what I advise, dude. You know, you play the game your own way, but I think the most efficient way is until you get a good amount of drivers that you think are going to cover your costs for repairs, ferry trips and all that lot, because while you're doing quick jobs, the company that you're driving for is paying for all that. All you pay for is fines. So they pay for fuel. While you're doing quick jobs, they pay for fuel. They pay for ferries, you know, and other such stuff. Like I said, the only thing they don't pay for is fines. So you're actually saving money and working for good money. And you get to test out different trucks. So, you know, one day, job you might be in a Mercedes, next one you might be in a Scania, next one you might be in a DAF. Man, you get to try out all these trucks before you think, right, what truck do I want? And then if you do what I do and save up for said truck, you've built up your experience so you can have more upgraded stuff on it. Obviously paying extra for the upgraded stuff. So you get a better truck than just base. Because I've worked out over the course of many drives, in certain trucks you want at least 400 horsepower. That will give you enough to pull about 30 ton with ease. If you want a decent truck like this, a Scania, minimum you might want 500 horsepower, which is what I kind of go for. This one's only got 500. It does go up to 700, but I think that's, me personally, I think that's boring, because anytime you come up to an incline like I am now, it will pull up it very, very easily. Scanias are the best. Don't know why. Scanias are the beast in this game. You get a 700 horsepower Scania, there's not a hill in the game that's going to slow it down. You can have your cruise control on 56, go up every single hill at 56, doesn't slow down, doesn't cough, doesn't do nothing. In my head, boring. When the update happens, and I'm hoping this happens, is I'm hoping it's going to fix the little glitch at the moment between Windows 11 and my shifter, so that I can manually shift again. I know people say that most modern trucks now are automatic. I just like giving myself something to do, which is why I've gradually started bringing the power down on the truck. So when I come up to a hill, I'm constantly thinking, do I need to change gear? What gear should I be in? You know, what rev should I be in? So what is Pro Mods? Pro Mods is a mods that add on to the game. Now, for most of England, it adds extra map area. So puts in more roads, puts in more realistic roads. So just for instance, down in my area of the UK, down in the southwest, if you look on the default map, there is only Plymouth, which isn't even the capital of Devon. In Pro Mods, there's Exeter, the capital of Devon. Don't know why they did it like that. I think it's because Plymouth has a ferry terminal that goes to Spain. That's the only thing I can think of. Also, in the Midlands, anybody been on the... I say Midlands sort of higher, slightly higher. Anybody been on the M62? Anybody know where it is? So in default game, M62 doesn't exist. Well, it kind of does, but not very much of it. In Pro Mods, it nearly exists in its entirety. It doesn't go to Leeds, but it yeah, never mind. It doesn't go to Leeds, but it has that motorway in game. And yeah, there's certain roads that are in the game, not in the game. There's certain garages that are not in base game either. So what you might want to do is, like I've done, I have a character for Pro Mods. I have a character for Sim 1, Sim 2 for when World of Trucks jobs come out, which is what I'm playing now. Well, I'm not playing World of Truck jobs, but I'm playing in Sim 1, Sim 2 because later on when I join the Average Viking, a lot of the guys don't have Pro Mods, and at the moment I'm advising not to get Pro Mods because we're due for that update. I mean, 1.5 beta is out at the moment, and if you want to go do that, obviously you can do that. You might have to revert the game to an earlier state to play TMP at the moment. In fact, yes, you're going to have to, because I'm playing TMP and it didn't say that I had to upgrade. So, when we get to the end of this next job, we're going to have about an hour to get over to Average if anyone wants to come into my end of my convoys and be in his later on. I do plan to meet up with him, even though I won't be doing the first job with him, because I'll be grabbing a bite to eat. Don't forget, guys, Windy is going to be on the radio at midday to about 2 o'clock, I think. Yeah, midday till 2. Yeah, that's 3 hours. God, math. To play with a friend, you need to download the software and find a server. Yes. Unless you set up a private game within the game. That's also possible. So, within the base game, there is an online mode, which allows you to play with friends, but in your own server. Kind of server area. But you can only have up to 8 people in it. So if there's just the 2 of you, and you both got the same maps, you can play with each other and have AI traffic on and stuff like that. Whereas, as you see, there's no AI traffic in TMP, which is why some of us use it. Plus, you can have more people play with you. So, on busy times with our convoys, sometimes with our virtual trucking company, there's sometimes 12, 15, 18 people playing with each other in a convoy all at once. That you cannot do in game. Like I say, The most you can have in a server in-game is 8. I saw something about needing your email for an online. I'm guessing you do that. Needing my email for an online? No. Not in-game. Don't think anyway. World of Trucks, obviously you're going to have to join World of Trucks if that's what you want to do. TMP, you're might have to make an account with TMP. And obviously download their software to be able to play TMP servers. But just to play it online, unless somebody's put that you have to have a verified account. Is that a thing? Or am I just imagining that? Somebody will know. I don't think verified accounts is a thing for... I'll probably figure it out. Yeah, it's very, to be honest, mate, it's very simple to go through. Like I say, join our Discord, dude. And if you get if you get in a pickle with anything, you know, there's always somebody there that'll answer questions. If you've got Discord, that is. Join the Discord. Like I say, very helpful people in there. And if you get in a pickle with anything, you can always, you know, in trucking section, just ask for, you know, ask the question. I've just checked. I have not got the beta yet. Yeah, I don't think it was an automatic download. Because it's a beta. So what they wanted to do, what they've done according to the SCS website, is they put the beta out there, and what they want you to do is register the fact that you're going to download it, and say in a week or two's time, when you've been playing on the beta for a little while, they want you to go back and write a review. And if a certain average of people say that it's stable, then they'll put it out as the update. And then obviously TMP and everything else will have to update its shit. Yes, you have to go into Steam and opt. So there you go. So probably the person that you were joining or trying to join had his ticked that you had to have your account verified with Steam. So there you go. But like I say, people's just watch Overspeed on the hills today. Not sure why mine's doing it. But yeah, I'm getting a lot of overspeed on the downhills. So if you're out convoying today, or even trucking on TMP, just watch your overspeed on the downhill sections. There you go, I'm 57 already on this little downhill, 58. Shouldn't be doing that. I saw it under my character before continuing single player. Oh, okay. Maybe Steam wants you to do it straight away. Yeah, just do it, dude. There's no harm in it. If Steam has asked you to do it, then it's safe. Oh, yeah, I think you have to... Don't you have to... For online, don't you have to open up your player so people can see it? I think it's something like that. So does ProMods work with Truckers MP? Yes. When I say yes, there is a server for ProMods. All you need from ProMods is the base download. But, like I say, at the moment, 1.50 is in beta testing with players. And once that comes out, ProMods will probably go down for about a month. Depending on how big the update is. I'm guessing it's going to be about a month, maybe 2 months. So I would advise not getting ProMods at the moment until the update comes out and You know, if you've already got it, you've already got it. If you want to quickly download it, you quickly download it. But in a month's time, you're going to have to update what you've just done. Catch what I'm saying? But normally, I wouldn't play this game online without pro mods. The only reason why I do at the moment is because our virtual trucking company, that's how we're playing at the moment. Once we know that most people have gone pro mods, then we'll probably play pro mods all the time. It just adds a lot. I mean, for once, I mean, you just saw me go into the channel, as we call it, the channel, and it was a very basic, you quickly go in, go down to the train, press the button, and you're gone. In pro mods, that's a whole different experience. You know, in pro mods, you go through passport control, customs, you drive down, you know, from London, from the UK side to the American side, you actually go down the actual driveways that you go down. You drive in the train, you drive through the train. Right, we've got somebody coming up behind, so this is what I do, guys. Just in case there's any lag whatsoever, I pull on the hard shoulder and let him come by. Now he's got doubles. I hope he's got a Volvo as well. I can see that in the mirror. And I let him come by. I'm turning off anyway, but this is the way I play. He's coming off because he's just slowed down. Where is he coming off? I'm coming off, dude. There he goes. He's speeding up and going by again. And he just beat me to say thank you. That's what I like. In ATS, it's a little different the way they do it, and I like it. I like this idea a lot. So in ATS, if you get a truck coming up behind you, or you're passing a truck going the other way, they get on the radio, and they go, "Hi, dude, safe journey," and you just quickly answer them back, "Safe journey," done. That quick, and I like it. I tried to bring that to ETS, but there's a lot of drivers that won't speak over the radio. There's a lot of drivers that don't even have the radio on. So what they do is they go into the tab menu, settings, and turn the radio off. Now, if you're looking for the tab menu in single player, guys, you won't get one. It's a TMP thing. In fact, what I'll show you in a minute is I'll show you to do a job from the TMP software. And I'll talk you through how to, say, pick a job off of, I mean, I won't be able to do the whole process, but I'll show you how to pick a job from somebody else. Say if you're playing with somebody, it's a lot different than in default game convoy mode, where you just go into the start menu, you go to the top of the screen, you scroll down to the thing, whoever's picked the job, you right click on him, copy the job, it's done, sorted, thank you very much. It's a bit different than that, it's got a little bit more to it. But once you get used to it, it's just as easy as doing it in default game. I need a little bit of fuel here, so we're going to pull in. Only one fuel tank here. Interesting. How much a litre is it? 169. That's not too bad. I'm glad they fixed that place. I forget where it was. Where it was like $200 a litre. Or it said it was. I don't think they actually charged you $200 a litre. But yeah, there was a place I think was it near somewhere near Spain? Somebody will tell me. But yeah, it was like $200 a litre, and I went, "Wow, that's fucking expensive." Shit, man. But like I said, I don't think they actually charged you that. I think it was just a glitch in the matrix. So we're going to finish this job about 10 o'clock, guys, and like I say, we're going to do a couple of quick jobs now, maybe into Germany, and we'll just swing around Germany so that we can meet up with the guys maybe just before 11. I know average will come in about 20 to 11 and start trying to get people in, because like I say, it gets very popular on a Saturday. Like I say, the most we've ever had in, I think it's about 18 we had at one point. That's a lot of trucks to get in the same area and to get up the road together. I mean, I'd like to see a tighter formation. I think I've mentioned that in suggestions for the VTC and stuff. I'd like to see a little bit of tighter formation in the convoy. And just maybe operate some slightly different rules of convoying, but that's just me. I'm gonna get going. Thanks for all the information. I joined Discord. No worries, brother man. We'll probably speak later. We'll speak soon. You have yourself a good day. Thank you very much. Safe drive? Always, dude. Always, dude. I'm used to driving people. Well, occasionally during the game, I'll say that I'm going to do a no limit speed, but not too often. So I'll literally go hell for leather. Don't give a shit about speed. Don't give a shit about race miles. You know, let's go trucking sort of thing. Let's go race trucking. But yeah, you got to be a little bit careful with that, because if you come up to somebody that's got a problem or stopped or something while you're doing that 80-90 mile an hour, yeah, you can get yourself a ban. Using the wrong side of the road, causing an accident. Also in Pro Mods, when you go through a checkpoint like that, I say a checkpoint, a border crossing, it'll appear on your map what border you're in. It's a nice little bit of information that, as you see, didn't come up in default game. I say default game, in the TMP version of the default game. So with our VTC guys, in fact, I haven't played it yet. Let's play the whole ad and yeah, let you see how it goes. So. No, don't. There we go. And we do indeed, guys. Come join us here at Viking Transport. Like the ad says, 660 mile reel per month for those of you that are busy people. So that will translate into massive amounts of time driving. If you just want to do that, it will translate into just under an hour's driving in game. 660 miles, about just under an hour. Obviously you can do more real miles. So what do we call real miles? So when you join the VTC, guys, you're going to have to download a little bit of software called Trucksbooks. So you go to Trucksbooks, you make an account, you download their software, you do the same thing as you do the TMP. So you let the software see the game. And then every mile you turn after that, when you put in your job, you'll get the miles calculated, and it will go onto a scoreboard within the world and with the company. So the more real miles, the only miles we really count for within that is real miles. So in ETS, anything under 62 is real miles. Anything over 62, although there is a little bit of a grey area where you can go over a mile an hour or two and come straight down. Say if you have an overspeed, didn't notice it for like 2 seconds, but you immediately hit the brake, come under. Sometimes it will give you that cooldown period. Sometimes it won't. I think it's a certain percentage over, maybe 2 or 3 mile an hour. Boom. And I know it's there because I've done it. So yeah, anything over 62 mile an hour, if you stay over there, is race miles. So will not count towards your monthly tally. And if you're a big trucker, you know, and you have a personal life as well, you can easily do 3,000-4,000 miles per month. You know, 3,000 or 4,000 miles equals about 4 hours driving a month in the game. Not a lot, peoples, not a lot. So we're here in Met. So what I've been doing recently with my legit characters, as I've already said, I've got one character that isn't so legit, which I'm going to delete soon, is I've been buying the garages where I'm visiting that I haven't already bought. So I've just come into Mets and I haven't bought the garage, so I'm going to quickly buy the garage. I always buy the big garage. Why? Because sometimes in the town there isn't fuel, and buying the big garage gives you a fueling point. Makes sense. Rusty Fell, good morning, dude. How you doing? Right. So I'm going to make a job from where I am. Stop that. I'm going to make a job from where I am using the TMP software. So, tab menu. Right click gives you your pointer. Go down to job dispatcher. Click in. This is where you are, so you don't really want to change that. Source, that's where you are. Destination. I want to go somewhere in Germany, because that's where the meetup is, just in case any of you guys want to join me between my convoy and Average's convoy. I want to go somewhere near the top, so let's go to Berlin, maybe. No, not Berlin. Yeah, I guess Berlin isn't here. Oh, that's just a quick job over there. So now I can choose what company I go to. I can choose what trailer I want. So flatbed. Let's have a nice flatbed. Cargo. Let's have the thingy tractor. That's quite a nice thing to look at. Where the fuck is it? Is it crawler tractor? I think it's called a crawler tractor. There it is. It's quite a nice looking load. And then what you will do is go take immediately. Now, if you're taking a job off of somebody else, I'll quickly tell you how to do it. I want me to show you because there's nobody here. So if somebody else has took a contract and then you want to copy, you will go highlight their name. You will right click. You will then get a drop down menu and you will click copy job. It will bring up the job dispatcher. If you have your own trailer on, you could then click this one, which says use your own trailer. Click on that. If they've got a different load to you, you can pick the load and whatever. Take job immediately and then generate job. That job's now there. Tab out of it. Go find my load. There you go. Crawler tractor. It's quite a nice job. Quite a nice load to look at. You may have noticed today I've been doing all my coupling up without actually going out of the truck today, and that's because we were looking at Klein Farmer the other day, and he did everything from in cab, but he is a real trucker, so he knows how the truck should be feeling. He knows how the trailer should be acting. And as long as it does, you know, obviously he can do that very, very easily. And if you're a real trucker, you have a steering wheel and other such stuff, it should feel exactly the same as you being in your own truck. You're good, thanks. And me, yeah, I'm cool. Being very educational today in the game. I was a part of a VTC, but my computer crashed. And I see I was taken off. Really? You were part of a VTC, and they got rid of you because your computer crashed. Really? Wow. That's all I got to say to that one. Wow. That was harsh. Gotta say, dude, that would never happen with us. If your computer crashes, you just send somebody a message in Discord saying, or send one of the admin team a message through Discord saying that my computer crashed, and yeah, they'll just say, we'll see you when you get back on. Done. Nothing will happen like you get kicked out of the VTC. That was very, very harsh. But then again, there's some VTCs out there that are very, very strict. You was in Vikings. They must have had a very, very strict regime of stuff then. Because we'd never kick you from the VTC for your computer crashing. I mean, because you can use your phone to contact one of the admin team on Discord just to go, sorry guys, my computer crashed. Might not be up for a week or two. And they'll send you back one saying, sorry to hear about that, dude. You know, we'll see you when you get back. Done. You was out about 8 months. Yeah, but it's, with us, as long as we know, or the admin team know, you won't get booted. You know, your computer going down is just an unforeseen event that nobody can control. So, like I say, as long as the admin team know about it, you won't get kicked. Obviously, keep admin informed. You know, that you're trying to do stuff about it. You'll be back within I don't know, I don't think they'll need to know a timescale. Just you know, you're working on the problem, you'll be back as quick as you can. I mean, in any admin team out there should respect that. But like I say, there are hardcore trucking companies out there. Shit. Well, do you think I can get back in if? Oh, you're in our VTC. Is that what you're trying to say? Yeah, I would think they deleted you. Somebody got rid of you because you weren't letting us know that your computer was down. Average, you're about. He might be listening. Just kicked off Discord as well. And if anyone has removed you, you're more welcome back as long as it wasn't for anything bad. Yeah, that's what I thought, Average, mate. Yeah, so maybe after the music finishes. The only thing I can think of, dude, is you were inactive in Discord as well. So, like I say, if you'd have kept us informed, you wouldn't have been removed. You might have went just totally silent. I was sure I sent a message. Like Average said, you're welcome back as long as you'll be, you know, you didn't do something else, which, you know, I can't comment on. I'm not admin. I'm just a representative. But yeah, put a new application, dude, and yeah, we'll get onto it. And like I say, just if it happens again, just try and keep admin informed at least like once a month. You know, just to say, you know, I will be coming back. You know, still trying to sort out problems. You know. We're not hard people to get on with in the VTC. I know some of us got very strange sense of humours, but yeah. Got a brand new PC. Sweet, dude. Oh yeah, you did say, yeah, you did get a brand new PC for 4060, 4080. Yeah, you did put it in chat a minute ago. Yeah, so yeah, your old computer was totally fried, dude. But like I say, make sure you got Discord on your phone, and yeah, just keep the guys informed, and then you won't get deleted. If, like I say, if it ever happens again, you won't get deleted, unless, like I say, you got booted for some other reason. So guys, Crawler Tractor, this thing looks lovely. This was part of the farming DLC that came in, and it's a lovely looking thing. I didn't have Discord on my phone at the time, and when I did, I was gone. Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, just if you have, you know, make sure you have Discord on your phone as well as your PC, and like I say, that way you can always keep admin informed. You probably went through a period where there was no contact. You got it now? Cool. It was only a game, just take it. Yeah, some VTCs do take it seriously, but he's on about our VTC. And like I say, there was probably a long period of non-contact where, like you just say, you had no Discord on your phone or anything, while you had no PC, and that's probably why you were deleted from VTC and stuff. because the period of non-contact. So yeah, just re-register, re-put yourself in the Discord, and yeah, welcome back. So yeah, lovely looking load, this crawler tractor. I love it. The only thing I won't like so much is if this is a rear steer trailer. That blue, I hate it. Gorilla Man Gamer, hiya, how you doing? Almost can't see it against the black background. It says I joined 8 months ago and dismissed 5 months ago. Yeah, so like I say, you probably have 5 months of non-contact, dude. That's a long period. But anyway, let's move on past it. And yeah, hope to see you turning some wheels very, very shortly. Or tomorrow, SnowRunner, dude. So I am very, very close to, well, talking about tomorrow, I am very, very close to completing Umar. I have a few missions to go in the 3rd map area, and then I have to go back to something Aegis area. I'm looking forward to join VTC. Links in chat, guys. Don't forget, guys, you must download Trucksbooks as well. Well, you have to download Trucksbooks to join the VTC. What am I talking about? As well as joining the Discord. When you join the Discord now, guys, you will get a list of options of what games you're interested in, and that way you will only see those game areas. So obviously there is a VTC with us. We do have a farming community, very big farming community. Growing at the moment is a very big flight sim community. Hunter Call of Wild, Hunter Call of the Fisherman is getting quite big as well. SnowRunner is a featured game. And many, many others. The only thing we say in the community is you must be over 18. A lot of very adult jokes going around. Lots of swearing. We don't want to get told off by parents. Yeah, it's just a pity that you can only join one VTC. Like in real life, I drive for different companies. Not necessarily. So you can join a VTC through Trucksbooks, one VTC. You can join a VTC through Truckee, 2 VTCs. You can join a VTC through World of Trucks, 3 VTCs. Not only one VTC. And guys, don't forget, if you've got a Stream Deck Loop Deck, there is my link to Icon City. And using my code at checkout, which is MAD, M-A-D, all caps, will get you 10% off. I'm personally with 2 VTCs. So I'm with the Viking Transport Company through Trucksbooks, and I forget the name of the other one through Truckee. It was one of our buddies said, "Look, if I join your VTC, will you join ours through Truckee?" And we went, "Yeah, no worries." And yeah, so I get 2 lots of miles. I get one lot of miles through Truckee, 1 lot of miles through Trucksbooks every time I turn a wheel. But my main VTC that I associate myself with, of course, is Viking Transport, which is why when I bring up the tab menu, it says, when it says player tag, it says Viking Transport Co. on there. And that's what people see if they got names turned on. There, I'm overspeeding. But just went to the 50s. I wonder if that's part of TMP. I wonder if there's is there a setting in TMP for cruise control? Okay, all resubmitted. Well done. Sure, Average, you'll get onto that. Don't forget, guys, the Average Viking will be live at 11 o'clock. If you want to get involved in that convoy today, please make sure you're in Frankfurt, somewhere near the F7 or your own garage at about 11:15. He will not be waiting. Once he does his opening chitty chat, he will not be waiting. As a streamer, we don't wait. You know, so at 11 o'clock, if you go, oh, give me 5 minutes. No. Just join VTC. Thank you very much, dude. Welcome in. Very easy go. I tell you what, it's the easiest going VTC I've ever been a part of. I've been a part of a couple, and it's the easiest VTC I've known. Like we were just saying to Fanatic, if you've got a problem with your computer, you're going away for a month, just let an admin know. You know, so at the moment, I think our admins are obviously Average, owner, Windy, Loopy, there's a couple more. I think it's Midnight. Is Midnight? I think he's a representative with the company. Any Midnight? And it was Dazzle before Dazzle went off and did his own thing. But yeah, just let an admin know. And like Rusty said, it's a very, very great community. While I've been away working, well, I say away working, just working, but a lot of hours just recently, I've missed the guys greatly. They miss me, but they don't say it, because they're a bunch of idiots. They're a bunch of idiots, but they're my kind of idiots. You know what I mean? You know, we've got lots of different characters. You know, male, female, indifferent. I best put that in there, because there is one or two. Different places in the world people come from, and we don't single anybody out. We see you as a person, and we treat you with the respect you deserve. I think everybody deserves respect. You know, everybody deserves respect until, you know, you show that you don't deserve it. And the way you show you don't deserve it is you don't give it. I think they said it in a very famous film, you know, you got to give respect to get it. Very old film that they said it in. Blue Hawaii, Elvis Presley, right at the end, where he chases after one of the student girls, and he goes, I'm gonna tan your ass," and she goes, you know, "You won't dare do that." And you know, and then Elvis says, you know, you got to give respect to get it. And he says, well, nobody even cares about even giving me respect enough to discipline me in that way. And he says to her, to show you that I do care, I'm gonna actually do it. And he freaking does it. And the next day, because obviously she's had time to think about it overnight, she actually changes her outlook on everybody. You know, she gives a little respect to her classmates that she's with, and they give it back. You know, I know that's only a film, but it kind of happens in real life as well. How will you know once I've been taken on board? I won't know personally, but you will. So what will happen is Average or one of the admin team, once you've put in your application, will have a little look, accept your thing in. If you're in the Discord, I think it shows up in Discord, Average, doesn't it? When a new guy gets accepted in VTC, some sort of VTC chat or information. There you go. Thank you, Average. Man's on the ball. Yeah, so it shows up in one of the VTC chats that there's a new guy in, his name. Skin Man, g'day, how you doing, dude? So you look, 62. Average, you're going to have to watch that today, mate. I don't know what's up with the cruise control today. Really don't. I'm getting a lot of overspeed down these hills, dude. I don't know what's up with it. Unless they've changed something with, in the TMP settings. But it seems like the tolerances aren't working. We're gonna have to watch that today, bro. I'm gonna have to let everybody know, unless it's just fucking me. But yeah, my tolerances aren't working at all. Even though, like you saw about an hour ago, I went into the menu. My tolerances are on. But within TMP, they're not working. Do you know, I don't know whether to come off in a minute and have a quick bite to eat and do an hour on the radio before Windy gets on. That way I can still join the next job. That might be a plan, actually. Yeah, I think I might do that. So I'm going to come off after this job, have a quick bite to eat, do an hour on the radio, and yeah, I thought the downhill was just the way it worked. Cost me real miles a few times. No. What's supposed to happen in your settings, if you set a 0 tolerance, your brakes should automatically come on and activate to keep you within the tolerance. The other day it was working, today it's not working, it seems. So yeah, you're gonna have to watch it. Anybody who's trucking today, you're gonna have to watch it. The tolerances aren't working today. Like I say, I don't know whether it's in the settings in here, because it could be. Position, but it'll be in game, won't it? Enable speed limiter. See, there's nothing in that should involve the game. There's nothing in there that should... Current scoreboard, open scoreboard. Position time, radio box, player's ID. Retain input. Yeah, there's nothing in there that should... Unless it's just broken because of the update. I think it might be just broken because of the update, maybe. So guys, yeah, I think that's a plan. We're going to come off. We're going to quickly grab something. We were going to do an hour on the radio, and then we'll go and join average for the second job. So yeah, we're going to find somebody to raid out to in a minute, and like I say, join the average Viking at 11 o'clock. Well, if you're joining the convoy, be in Frankfurt, TMP, Sim 2 for about quarter to 11. And yeah, we shall see on the radio in about 10 minutes time, because there's nobody on that at the minute, so I can start early and yeah, do till 11, hand over to Windy, open the game back up, meet the boys for the next job. So there you go, there's a random player just there. If I tab open the menu, I can see who it is. In fact, there's a few people nearby now. I'll see if I can join you on MP. Yeah, like I say, try and be in Frankfurt for quarter to 11, so there's plenty of time. I'd say plenty of time. There's 15 minutes. So yeah, I'm going to finish, have some breakfast, and then we'll see you on the radio in a few minutes for an hour. I'm not sure am I going right into. Who's on? If my buttons will work. No, they don't want to work there. Oh, Minute's on. Minute's probably trucking. We'll raid you in a minute for a half hour. Don't forget, go and see Average Viking at 11. Minute's on? Yeah, Minute's on. Right. So like I say, well, I'm going to raid in a minute. I'm going to go do an hour on the radio now. So if you've tuned in, Simulator Radio. If not, you should be tuned in to Simulator Radio while you're playing all your games. And if you can't play it on through a game, don't forget there is other devices that you can play it on, like her at home, if you've got an electronic device at home. Or if you've got, like, say, tuning radio on your phone, you can listen to Simulator Radio through that. But for now, we're going to take you over to see Minute, guys. We shall see you on the radio in a few minutes' time. Don't forget to use my raid emotes while you're in there. And we shall see you again tomorrow for a bit of a snow runner. Bye-bye for now. We'll see you in the convoy after I finish my radio show. Bye for now.